Rochelle Wilson of Tampa, Florida, was sentenced to 22 years in prison for buying a $70,000 sports car and giving her one-year-old son a relatively inexpensive $40,000 birthday party. You know, just like the ones your parents used to throw. Unfortunately, the self-proclaimed queen of fraud, yes, that's what she called herself, subtle, huh? Took lots of photographs revealing how she'd been using taxpayers' money and, believe it or not, posted them on her Facebook page for the whole world to see. And that includes the police.
Okay.
4. Unintended call. Today's Ultra Smart Criminal Award comes from Fresno, California. 911 operator Christina Roberts received a very unusual phone call. She heard a male voice saying, "I don't think there's anybody home," followed by the sound of glass being broken. A few seconds later, another one asked, "Where's the safe?" It didn't take her long to realize what was going on. Two men were breaking into a house, and one of the burglars had accidentally dialed 911. Maybe his phone was in his back pocket. Pure genius.
Okay, very good. Okay, the title for the number one, for the first paragraph, who can tell me?
All enough to break the law.
Okay, all enough to break the law. Okay, number two.
Not it never happened.
Yes, very good. Number three. Number three.
Too much information.
Okay, and number four.
Intended call.
Okay, unintended call. Okay, pretty good. Now let's continue with the last part of this listening activity. Listen to a read wall of English, then mark underline a sentence sarcastic or not. Okay, here we have. Word of English. Detecting sarcasm in writing without intonation or facial expression isn't easy. 4 tips here we have in order to recognize this sarcasm in now written way. If a sentence looks sarcastic, read it aloud. You might hear, for example, that is a sarcasm, okay? Or you ask yourself, does it make sense in this context? Thanks, American Air, for losing my bags again. Okay, so that definitely is a sarcasm, right? When you thanks for something bad that is happening to you, so you say thanks for this one, right? Thanks, American Air, for losing my bags again this year. A clear example of sarcasm. There are some people who like to be sarcastic, right? Okay, look for examples of exaggeration. For example, aren't you the greatest cook in the world, right? When you exaggerate or when you make some comments that doesn't have sense sometimes. So it's because they are sarcastic, right? So that is a way also to recognize sarcasm. And consider the style. Informal writing usually contains more sarcasm or curves. Of course, I cannot write some sarcastic things in a formal paper, for example, right? Okay, what are we going to say? So here says, in your opinion, who was the dumbest criminal? What punishment should people in A receive? Have you ever committed a small crime? And what would you do if you were Susan's mom or dad? Okay, something that I get really interested is about this. In your opinion, do you know any dumbest criminal? Or who you consider the dumbest criminal? No. I heard the news, for example, that one day a person broke into a house in order to rob all the things, of course. And at the moment of leaving the house, so unfortunately, this person was closed, or we can say that her finger was trapped in the door, or in the door in this case, and unfortunately, this theft lost his finger. Okay, I think that was the dumbest criminal. Okay, do you know any story, something like similar to this one?
Yeah, teacher, here
Yes.
in my neighbor, they were some home invaders, and there is one case, and this guy is trying to jump upon a wall,
Yeah.
but the person who lived in that house was there, and he saw the guy jumping upon his wall.
Oh my
And the
goodness.
guy attacking with the rocks, with that kind of stuff. He
Oh my,
called the neighbors, and well, they got
poor,
him.
poor of him.
Yes,
Okay, so we can consider the
that
dumbest
was
criminal.
pretty stupid.
Okay, anybody
But
else? Okay, very good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so in order to be a criminal, they have to be very intelligent, right? Because it's necessary, the intelligence, if you want to be a criminal. Okay, number 2, what punishment should people in A receive? Okay, we will pass to the question 3 that is more interesting. Have you ever committed a small crime? Yes, no. No, never? Maybe bribery, fraud, those are so common. No, nothing? Or maybe reading the emails or the message of your girlfriend, of your boyfriend. I didn't know that was a crime, for example, in my case. No? Okay, what would you do if you were Susan's mom? For example, if you have a child or a daughter or a son, and let's imagine that your child or your son or your daughter planned to lie and to say that he or she was kidnapped and everything was a lie. What would you do? No? Okay. So here, for example, we have a sentence, or we have an opinion about the first criminal that showed his ID, right? In order to demonstrate that he had a driver license, right? So here says, I think all of them were pretty stupid, but the guy who showed his ID was the worst. Okay, because when he showed his ID, of course, the person knew his name and knew everything, right? Okay, let's pass to the next page. And with this, we finish. My goodness, we have some minutes more. Okay, we're going to finish today, and tomorrow I am going to explain you the final oral presentation that you are going to prepare, okay? So here, giving excuses. Listen and match the headlines to the dialogues. There are 2 extra headlines. Okay, we're going to listen so some dialogues, and you are going to match this one if it was for the first speaker, for the second speaker, or for the first dialogue, for the second dialogue. Armed gangs breaks into major house. Burglar falls asleep on victim's couch. Oh my goodness. Terror threat on fight, arrested for flying with a snake. Oh, how can? 14-year-old driver scares Jacksonville. Okay, let's listen so.
Audio 9.19. 1. Honey, Is Brian home?
No, he said he was going to sleep over it. Oh my God, Jeff, there's
Shh. Get the phone. Hey. Hi. Nice house.
go away or I'll call the police.
Thanks for telling me. What a relief. Just hear me out. I just...
Okay, so what is the title for the first dialogue or the headline? You can tell me. Go, please. Are you there? Yes, no. I am alone in class.
How come, teacher? You're not alone.
Okay, so what is it? Burglar falls asleep on victim's couch, right? Okay, next. That is number one, so you write here.
2.
2.
Do you have any idea what time it is? Your mother and I were worried sick of... Wait a second. Are those my car keys?
What?
Jennifer, what are you doing with my keys?
Dad, it's not what you're thinking.
Oh, that's good news. 'Cause I was starting to think my teenage daughter had stolen the family car.
It's not what it seems. I swear. I was
3.
Okay, what title is that? Or what is the headline for this dialogue? Number 2.
Mm, 14-year-old drives cars Jacksonville.
Okay. And finally,
Excuse
number
me,
3.
sir. We're about to take off. I'm gonna have to ask you to put your bag in the luggage compartment.
No, it's fine here. Thank you.
Sir, I'm afraid this is... Hey, is that bag moving?
What? No, it's not. Of course not.
Yes, it is. Something just moved in that bag.
Hold on. I can explain.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to...
Okay, what is that? What headline for that story or for that dialogue?
70-year-old arrested for playing with the snake.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's continue so now with this one. Okay, let's check in any case. Okay, we're gonna fall asleep in the victim, 70. Okay, excellent. Let's continue so with the next one. Guess on each person's excuse, listen to the dialogue, ending to check where the excuses believe it. Yes, no. Okay, listen, what were the excuses, okay?
Audio 9.20. 1.
Go away or I'll call the police.
Wait a minute. This is not what it looks like. Oh, thanks for telling me. What a relief. Just hear me out, please. I just stopped by for a quick snack. You see, I'm out of work and...
No, I don't want to hear it. Get out.
2. Jennifer, what are you doing with my keys?
Dad, it's not what you're thinking.
Oh, that's good news. 'Cause I was starting to think my teenage daughter had stolen the family car.
It's not what it seems. I swear. I was just checking out your MP3 collection.
Yes, of course you were. I mean, that's just the kind of music you're into, isn't it?
No, but Dad, you don't understand.
No ifs and buts, Jennifer. I don't want to get a phone call from the police. You stay out of my car unless you're with me. Do you hear me?
Yes, Dad, but
No. 3,
Yes, it is. Something's just moved in that bag. Ah,
hold on, I can explain.
sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to get off the plane.
Lucy's just 6 months old. She's not dangerous at all. Look.
Oh, well, that makes me feel much better. Thank you. Now, sir, please stand up and come with me.
Okay, but really, she wouldn't hurt anybody. I promise.
Okay, what was the excuse for the first headline, for the first dialogue? That he stopped for a quick snack, right? Okay, what about the second? What was the excuse? That the girl was checking his MP3 collection. I am showing there. And finally, that the snake was not dangerous, right? That it was only, I don't remember exactly, just 6 months. Okay, let's go with this part. Complete, listen to, from 1 to 5 to check. Listen again and copy the stress intonation, okay? So we are going to complete this one. This is not what it looks. What else, okay? Just what else? Okay, let's go completing. And I think with that we finish, okay?
Audio 9.21. 1. This is not what it looks like.
It looks like.
2. Just hear me out. 3.
It's not what you're thinking.
4.
It's not what it seems.
5. Hold on, I can explain.
Okay, very good. Okay, number 1. This is not what
It looks like.
it looks like. Esto no es como parece. Okay, very good. Just
Hear me out.
Hear me out.
hear me out, okay? Number 3, it's not what
You're thinking.
it's not what you're thinking. Number 4,
It's not what it seems.
it's not what it seems. No es lo que parece, okay? And finally,
Hold on, I can explain.
hold on, I can explain. Okay, very good. Now, here's a working pairs, a excuse is posted. Okay, no essential. Okay, in pairs, choose and role play the photo you think. So here we have a role play. What do you think you are doing? Just a minute. This is what it looks. Sorry, I'm busy. I'm sorry. Okay, with this we finish because here we have to make a role play, and so as we don't have face-to-face classes, it's a bit difficult to work with those kind of activities. Okay, tomorrow will be the test. The workbook we didn't do because of time. We don't have more time. So what you are going to do is to present me the workbook until tomorrow. So you have to work today and you have to present me tomorrow that notebook or that workbook. And you are going to present me through the Google Documents. Okay. You know to use Google Documents, right? Saben utilizar lo que son los documentos de Google, ¿no? Yes, no.
No,
Yes.
teacher.
No,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, listen to me. I am going to explain you a bit. You are going to solve the workbook, okay? You're going to solve the workbook. So in this case, what is it? Okay, I'm going to share with you my screen. Okay, here, for example, once you are in Google, so here you will have many options, right? I think that, or here, for example. Okay, there is it. Okay, here, for example, you have many apps of Google, right? And you click there, and you are going to look for the Google Documents. Okay, this one. So practically this is a Word, right? But this is digital. We can say, oh, this is virtual or something like this. And then you are going to create a document there where it says en blanco, okay? So you click there, and here you are going to paste the photographs of the workbook, okay, that you are going to solve. Aquí lo que van a pegar es las fotografías de los ejercicios que han resuelto del workbook, okay? And once you paste everything, y una vez que ustedes copien o peguen todas las fotografías del workbook de la unidad 9 que han resuelto, you are going to share the link with me. Ustedes comparten simplemente el link, you put there, sure, you can put here your name. I don't know, I can say that Janet in this case, and you put, of course, your last name. And you put guardar, okay, you click there y colocan en guardar. Aquí les sale esta opción y aquí dice restringido, ok, so you go there, solo para personas añadidas pueden ver esto. Así es que para que no me estén añadiendo o se olvidaron mi correo, es un poco complicado, entonces ustedes directamente hacen clic aquí donde dice restringido y lo colocan ahí cualquier persona con el enlace, es decir, cualquier persona que tenga el enlace que ustedes van a compartir puede ver ese cuaderno. En este caso, o sea, me lo pasan a mí. Aquí dice copiar enlace, copian este enlace y me lo pasan al WhatsApp, a mi personal. Entonces yo directamente ingreso aquí, califico y les coloco la nota y ya, ustedes también pueden ingresar a ver y ya va a estar ahí también calificado. ¿Ok? ¿Está claro? Yes, no. ¿Está claro? Yes. Ok, de esa manera voy a poder yo monitorear que han hecho el workbook, ok, porque cuando me mandan las fotografías es complicado. A mí tengo la memoria súper llena que ando borrando uno tras otro para poder guardar algo, ok. Entonces ustedes directamente me mandan este link y yo me evito de recibir muchas fotografías y a veces que no las puedo ver bien, que se me borran, se me mezclan, pasa un montón de cosas. Ok, solamente me pasan el link, asegúrense de que esté nítida sus fotografías para que yo las pueda revisar y me pasan ahí las fotografías del workbook number 9, ok, del workbook 9 en este caso, de la unidad 9. Mañana hay examen, mañana por favor deben cancelar la segunda mensualidad, es importante para que puedan acceder al examen porque no hay otra forma de controlar el pago, ok. En este caso, solamente un alumno canceló que me acabo de fijar y yo me estaba confundiendo con otro alumno. Ok, entonces el 90% de ustedes no han cancelado todavía la segunda mensualidad. Por favor, hasta mañana todos deben haber cancelado. Ok, hasta mañana es el plazo, eso me indica también la secretaria. Caso contrario, se les va a tomar como que abandono o abandonaron. Ok. That's all, my dear students. Entonces, no se olviden, hay workbook para mañana y presentación a través de documentos de Google, ¿ok? A través de esto. That's all, my dear students. Any question? ¿Alguna pregunta? ¿No? Ok. Tomorrow we are going to have class a half hour. Vamos a pasar mañana clases media hora en la que voy a explicar el trabajo final de presentación, el examen oral, cómo lo van a realizar. Y luego empiezan su examen, que ya sería tomando la hora restante, ¿no? Entonces, el día miércoles empezamos la unidad 10, que espero terminar hasta la siguiente semana, entre lunes y martes, y ya el día jueves estar preparados para su examen oral, y el día viernes el examen final escrito, ¿no? Que sería de la unidad 10. ¿Ok? Y con eso cerramos todo esto. Nos falta poco tiempo, only 2 weeks. Solamente nos quedan 2 semanas. ¿Ok? That's all, my dear students. See you next class. Or see you tomorrow.
Teacher,
¿Alguna
disculpe.
Sí.
El trabajo de workbook es de la unidad 9, ¿todo?
Sí, de la unidad 9, todo. Para los listenings, por ejemplo, tienen opción de ingresar a la plataforma, ahí van a encontrar los listenings, ¿ok? Y ahí escuchan. ¿Ok?
Okay, teacher.
Ok, that's all, my dear students. See you tomorrow. Nos vemos mañana. Bye, bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye bye, teacher.